Okay guys, now let's start with the seasonal correction factor. To find out the seasonal for a correction factor, you have to collect the data from the petrol pumps, nearby petrol pumps. And, so what the consumption and what rate they have sold it. So that you have to collect it. So for 1 year. Okay. See, this is the data you have collected. Petrol consumption was 44,000. Okay. So, then average consumption, just a division per day actually. This is average consumption 1467 liters they have consumed uh, per day. So then seasonal correction factor, just a division of total value in the that month, and then average. Okay, is 1.02. Similarly for diesel also. Okay, see, value by average. That's it. Now I'll get for the one location. Similarly for other petrol pumps, nearby petrol pumps. Okay, so almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 petrol pumps were there. So we have collected all these things. Then seasonal correction factor, simple average. So for the April, just average of this 1.02, 1.35, then other petrol pump. So similar. That's it. Now May, June, July, August, for all these months, 1 year. Then normally, and to what which month you have done the survey, accordingly that month you have to, that month data you have to take. So I am taking 1.03 and 0.86 because we have carried out the traffic survey on that month. Okay, so now we'll go to the ADT sheet. See, ADT sheet. See, just a summary of ADT. Whatever the value you have collected in the ADT, that must be multiplied with the B26. B26 is what? Yeah, this one. Seasonal correction factor for petrol consumed vehicles. Then similarly 0.86 is the diesel consumed vehicles. Okay, so now we got the ADT values for the day 1, day 2, day 3. Same, similarly total, then up direction, then average. After that ADT in number, then ADT in terms of PCU, just a multiplication. Similarly directional distribution, nothing, there is no means such hard thing. Only you have to multiply with the seasonal correction factor. That's it. So now we got the ADT values. ADT values. See, same sheet we have used it. Only correct difference is that seasonal correction factor is applied. One thing I want to discuss is peak hour find out. I forgot to explain you. See, whatever the data have collected in our basis, that must be arranged in this manner: 6 to 7 morning, then night, means 5 to 6. Okay, so out of this, which is having maximum value, that is peak hour. See, just application maximum, that you have to same. Similarly for PCU also, in terms of PCU on 4 to 2 vehicles, for this 10 to 11 peak hour. Okay, that's it. Now this over and a summary of ADT over. Then we'll go to the pie chart. Hmm. Now the pie chart part. Okay, see, just a link for the data. So now we'll go to the part, pie chart creation. Okay, let's start. Just select this and then go to insert here, 3D. See, then change it to the, okay, like this. Okay, can show data labels. See, this type. Okay, and then if you want to show percentage also you can select percentage. Okay, that's it guys. Now now we'll go to the daily variation, so day wise variation. Okay, normal chart. Okay, simple approach, histogram. See, okay, that's it. Now day and night shift. Night. Hmm. Now other part is that day night variation. How much is the night traffic and how much is the day traffic? So here we have divided daytime traffic. Here, just see for 1 hour summary from morning 6 to night 10. It is a daytime traffic, and then from 10 to morning 6 is considered as nighttime traffic. So we'll go to the total traffic is for day one is how much? This is 19,000. Then AADT for a day traffic. Okay, so then night traffic, just a histogram preparation. The main important thing is that this consideration from 6 to 10 and then 10 to 6. Okay, that's it. Day night shift. I hope uh, you understood the concept. So first you have to create a direction wise, then 1 hour summary, after that summary ADT. Okay, and then multiply with seasonal correction factor, you will get the ADT. Then pie chart. Okay, very simple. Then daily variation. Okay, day wise variation. Then day and night traffic variation. That's it. These are things we used to keep in a traffic report. Okay, so once this is over, almost our traffic analysis part is over, especially for the CVC. Now in the next video I'll uh, explain about the axial load survey. Thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe.